Hey there, my name is Pravus, and welcome to more Rebel Inc. Escalation with the new Dollars and Disasters DLC. We're jumping back into our official Scenarios Mega Brutal Guides and starting off with the Great Droughts. This is your normal Pistachio Forest map, which is usually not a walk in the park, but it's going to have a particular quirk to it to make it special. There is an extreme weather event that is causing the rivers to regularly dry up. During droughts, which by the way are temporary, they don't last the entire map, it kind of goes back and forth, those dry riverbeds can be crossed by both the insurgents and our own forces, which basically means it's a lot harder to contain the insurgents than usual. But in certain circumstances, it also means it's a little bit easier and faster for our units to move around. So I would say overall this makes the map a little bit harder than before, but it's not insurmountable. Let's try playing around with the Smuggler. I do think this is one of the better governor types for the Mega Brutal difficulty. And as far as advisors are concerned, I'm not going to mess with too many of the new ones. I still think most of my setup is pretty solid. We'll have the hostile populations with the doctor, the tribal elder, we'll have the celebrity. I will play with the local politician. This saves me so much reputation, I think it's going to be worth it. And let's try messing around with the military recruiter as well. Coalition soldier deployment time is increased significantly, but it cannot be extended. So the timing of getting my national soldiers is going to be absolutely paramount, but in theory, we've got a good amount of time to figure that out. And then I'll pick up the logistics expert as well. I just think that moving around can still be pretty good. We'll go ahead and play on Mega Brutal, and I'll call this one the Belligerent Power. Hot weather driven by climate change has resulted in the rivers drying up in the Pistachio Forest, giving the insurgents the chance to attack across rivers. Alright, so this means we can be attacked from any direction. Now, first thing I'm going to note, we got two free stabilized zones in the worst possible place because this is where I'm going to have the insurgents be. So when they see that, the first thing I'm going to do is immediately restart. No thank you. Up over here is going to be fine. We should be able to defend that. Where am I placing my HQ? Our normal location on this city, right over here in Echo Whiskey. Now, let's go ahead and start with our normal setup of district representatives, effective procurement. We'll pick up some education initiatives. Water is actually pretty important, so I'll pick up one level of that as well, and then get that regional census. That spends pretty much all of my money. Because there is a drought, there is a much stronger demand for water on this map than usual. I think you usually have to go for a second, even a third level of water, but we'll be watching that and see what happens. I do also really want to get things at the outreach office kind of early on, and it would be really nice if we can get some early roads, just for the mobility, because getting these guys contained in the mountains is going to be a little bit of a trick. So if we will be able to get ourselves some highways and main roads, you can imagine that makes a very big difference. So I'll go ahead and get the infrastructure discussions just to get that ball a-rolling. And then, yeah, let's go ahead and start rolling out the main roads. Main roads being these three right along here. You need dirt roads over in this corner, and you need highways down along over here. Remember, normally on the Pistachio Forest, what you do is you force the insurgents into this little mountain range over here. 5 tiles is the most you ever want them to have, and then you'd have to defend 1, 2, 3, and 4 locations. But now with the rivers being what they are, they can also attack you across over here. So it does make your life a little bit harder than before, but not insurmountable, especially since you know that the rivers aren't always going to be dried out. It is a periodic thing. I do want to get things like universal justice kind of early as well. It's still very important we get ourselves as much support as possible. Would make sense to get things at the PR and media office, so we'll do that. Now we need to start saving some money for coalition soldiers because very soon we're going to have that problem. Here comes the drought, dry riverbeds. All right, this is when they'd be able to cross. So graphically, say goodbye to the water. It is gone, but it will come back periodically. A refugee crisis sort of sucks. I'm going to go ahead and spend some dollars, get 1 reputation, which is not much. But it also gets me some corruption, and as a smuggler, the higher my corruption is, usually the more money I get. Of course, it tends to upset people, and it's not a very good thing to be building up too much, but on Mega Brutal difficulty, corruption's going to go up regardless. That is a guarantee, so you kind of might as well just enjoy the free money, at least for a bit. So I've got 1 coalition soldier. Where are you guys going to spawn? This is the big question, because I need to find your camps immediately. All right, so you're right here. Good chance the camp is in this area, but it also could be across the mountain range, because, well, the rivers are down. You never really know what it's going to be. So let's get myself a second coalition soldier real quick. See if we can spy that camp anywhere. I'm looking for any sign. There's the camp. All right, we did find it. My first guess was correct. That is excellent. We can try pushing these guys back across the mountains, across the river. That's what I want to do. Let's try fighting them and see if we can get these guys to retreat that direction. With any luck, they do. There's the other camp, by the way. It's right here. All right, we're going to go ahead and run here. There's actually now a very strong chance that the insurgents are going to run into the forest instead, because that's where the camp is. We will see, but I really want to get rid of that as quick as I can because that prevents too many extra spawns. All right, we need to get 1 level of anti-corruption for sure. What are people asking for, by the way? Electricity, highways, and so on. Well, I do plan on giving them highways, so you know what? That's actually fine with me. Let's pick that up. They're going across the river. That's actually very, very fortuitous, and there goes the drought, and now they're stuck. Ha-ha! Nature! It wins again! All right, so that actually is fantastic. We got rid of both camps, only 1 spawn, and now they're exactly where I want them to be. That is the perfect situation. You really can't ask for it to be any better than that. Huzzah! Let's go ahead and grab 1 level of telecoms because honestly, it gets you so darn far as getting some extra support level. Now there's a very good chance, there's the other camp right there. I was gonna say, another camp's gonna spawn, probably close to where they are now. Let's go ahead and run in here. We'll have some reinforcements and we're gonna see if we can take this sucker out. But remember, they're not gonna stay contained. These zones are going to be vulnerable to this whenever the riverbeds do dry out. And we're not gonna be getting warnings when that happens. It's just gonna happen. A refugee crisis is now reaching a breaking point. We're going to have to pay them off, unfortunately. I would have given them some land, but we didn't prepare them land, so that just kind of is what it is. Yes, they're running in here to take another mountain zone, same here as well, but I don't care. What's more important is just getting rid of the camps and then pulling back to a good defensible location. I'm going to start training up some military national soldiers because I do want to have those rolling just in case, these guys do eventually leave me and I can't extend that. We could cut corners and train them a lot faster as the smuggler, and that's an option in a pinch, but I don't think it's a very good option. We're going to try to avoid that if at all possible. What else are people asking for? Dirt roads and more water. Well, let's go ahead and start with more water initiatives. Going to roll a bunch of those out. They're now fighting me over the camp, but I still think we're going to get rid of this thing. We should be able to win this fight, I would think. Okay, maybe not. There we go. All right, now, actually, I'm okay with retreating here. It's not worth fighting over this anymore, so let's just go ahead and pull back. We're going to lose 1 reputation as a result, but, I think that's fine. That's a fine trade to not be wasting myself in a quagmire where it's just no benefit. Remember, now they can cross. The rivers are gone, so that's that. We need to be getting more zones stabilized. The lack of stability is starting to burn away at me a little bit. Electricity is a common complaint. I'd love to get that for you, but it's kind of difficult to do. We could bribe insurgents. We could do a temporary crackdown. We could go for more anti-corruption. We could go for the strategic communications. Let's get some anti-corruption. Let's get some electricity, since that does seem to be a very common complaint. Wouldn't be a terrible plan to get myself another coalition soldier about now. We are forcing these guys to retreat. They're going back into the mountains, so this is good. So far, anyway. Hoping the river comes back where I want it. They are now going over here. And they might go in this zone down here in a little bit. Yeah, I need to get myself a 3rd coalition soldier just to make sure that these guys stay contained. I think that's important. Give me a second. Something's wrong with my mouse. That's a lot better. There we go. Sorry. This is one of the weird things about having a shedding dog. Gimli's tiniest little hairs will sometimes get around in the air, and they'll find a way of getting trapped inside of the laser inside my mouse, and it messes things up. By the way, that's a camp right there. Let's go ahead and see if we can get rid of that as quickly as possible. Good news is we don't have a lot of travel time. Question is, can we get it before it spawns anything? And I'm not sure. Maybe we can. Maybe we can't. Got a little bit more money to spare. More anti-corruption would not be a bad plan now, because what I need to start doing is training even more national soldiers. Dang it, they did spawn over here. All right, hang on. Let's start training up some more national soldiers. The good news is we can still deal with this, but I need to pull back both of my coalition soldiers now that these guys are retreating. So we'll go ahead and surround them using the... Oh, wait, actually, I just realized the riverbeds mean that this is not perfectly going to work. Oh, darn, hang on. Shoot, I actually don't want to... Hang on, let's pull back for a second. That means I lose another reputation because I made that mistake, but yes, these guys are able to get across. The river's coming back now. National soldier, get in here and win this fight. We got to go defend these areas. They've got too many connected zones. That's a bit of a problem. I do want to get garrisons, but not until we get rid of this, because I want a garrison to guarantee it spawns in the area that I want it to. Come on, a little bit faster here, Mr. National Soldier, you. There we go, get rid of that, and boom, done. Okay, you can go here, you can go here, you can go here, and let's clear this zone out real quick, and boom. All right, now we go for the garrisons. And what else do we want to do? Probably get the strategic communications just so I can get myself... Oh, gosh, they ran all the way over here. How dare you? I need to move around a little bit faster here. Can you guys get over this direction? They just ran, across so many zones, which is so frustrating when they do that. I really do hate it. All right, let's move into a different location instead and try to just reinforce these areas. I need to get the national travel logistics so my national soldiers actually move quickly now. And now we got to run up over here too. Get this zone back. Thank you. Get over here. Don't want these guys running into the city. That would actually be completely disastrous. Can you get over here quickly enough to be very helpful in reinforcements? Probably not. Yeah, let's just reinforce these areas and force these guys back. I guarantee you there's at least 1 or 2 camps over here, but now I'm going to start losing a fair bit of reputation due to corruption and insurgent activity, which is obviously kind of a problem. We could burn down more corruption now, and I think that's not a bad plan. Beyond that, what else do people want? Electricity and stuff. We're already rolling most of that out, so I think we're going to be okay. Dirt roads would be fun, but probably not exactly what I need. Could go for more telecoms. And that would be enough support level to probably carry me to victory for the rest of the game. So I think I'm going to do that as far as just support level. At least we're stabilizing enough zones that the lack of stability is almost negligible. Almost. So it's not so bad. Yeah, now they can start crossing a lot of different areas. I really need to get these national soldiers up and running so I can just surround these guys. These coalition soldiers, though, to their credit, have stuck around for a very, very, very long time. And I do like that. Let's move you right here for now. We'll be able to relocate as needed in a second. All right, so with this, now I'm going to go ahead and start pushing across. Try to keep these guys back in their mountains. Hang on, I thought we won this fight already. Apparently we did not. Gosh dang it. Okay, hang on. Move you over here. There we go. I thought we won this fight, but apparently we did not. Tell you what, airstrikes it is. All right, airstrikes are good. And then let's start training up more national soldiers, but also burn down some corruption with a quick purge. So this isn't too insane. That's not exactly where I wanted an airstrike. I wanted to win this one more resoundingly, but sure, if you feel like doing it that way, that's probably fine. What's going on here? We're going to increase the pay for our national soldiers. Definitely worthwhile. Makes them stronger, and it's just basically, it's almost like getting another one of these initiatives, but it's a random event. All right, now you guys have retreated, right? You're gone? Good. Garrison right here is going to be very useful. Even when the riverbeds are down, we'll be able to get across a lot easier. In fact, I wonder, can the garrison support whenever the river is down? Is that a thing? I have no idea. We're going to find out in a second, though. Rivers are back. Well, we're not going to find out right now. That's fine, though. That's fine. How are we doing on reputation? Insurgent activity is bad because they have too many connected zones, but right now, we're in a pretty good spot. We do need to start doing some of the Foreign Relations Office. That event is happening. It does feel like this event fires a little bit later in the game than it used to, which I think is kind of interesting. People really want dirt roads. Let's go ahead and pick that up. That's going to be useful to me later on, no matter what. Anyway, come on, win this fight. Push him back. Take the zone. Take the zone. Yes, I know corruption's impacting my reputation. I'm a very corrupt smuggler. I understand how this works. Thank you. Another corruption purge would fix that issue, but it's going to cost a lot of money. Let's threaten these guys to start farming out a little bit of reputation. Of course, that does make them angry, but it's okay. Coalition deployment finally is going to be ending very soon. That's a sign that we either need to have more money to get replacement soldiers, or we need to start getting some more national soldiers. I think I'm going to go for some replacements. So let's go ahead and pick that up. Also the interpreters and guides, because they're preventing these zones from stabilizing pretty much at all. Whenever you have a coalition soldier in a zone and you don't have the interpreters, it just antagonizes them so much that these zones never stabilize. That's not a big deal when you only need to have like 3 or 4 of these zones stabilized in order to make sure you don't lose a lot of reputation, but at some point it definitely slows down your game, and it's worth trying to stop that if at all possible. So this guy's leaving. We have no choice in the matter. We have to send him home. That means these other 2 are going to be leaving me pretty soon as well. I'd like to get some more national soldiers here, but it's a little expensive in terms of corruption, but I think we have to take it. All right, only 4 national soldiers in total. Yeah, and we can boost up their strength a lot in a bit. So as long as these coalition soldiers stick around for a little bit longer, we should be a-okay. Let's start doing some covers up, and I think, honestly, from here on out, our life should be relatively easy. It would be very nice. Let's go ahead and move you here, by the way. Very nice if I could get some drones, find their camps, and blow them up. So we're going to start looking around in these zones and see if we can detect them. I think these guys are going down here. This guy's going to leave me. That's fine. Move the national soldier forward over this direction. This guy's going to be leaving me pretty soon as well. More garrisons would be beautiful right about now, but we're getting a lot of stabilized zones, so things are looking solid. And some people would really like to see some sort of policing or militia. Not a bad plan, not a top priority, though. I'm going to go ahead and burn down that corruption even further. That means we're not losing almost any reputation per month, so we should be pretty much solid from here on out, as long as we don't screw up. More subtle pressure, good. We found a camp. Oh, it's over here. Okay, that's not what I expected. Let's run in here, and hopefully we can get rid of this before they spawn some stuff. Okay, airstrike took care of that one. Thank you. Let's move you over here, because I guarantee you we're going to have this guy leave in just a little bit. I'm going to start getting some extra strength for my national soldiers. You know what? You know what? You know what over here? You know what? You were not supposed to do that, okay? You really were not supposed to do that and spawn where you did. That's very frustrating. How dare you? Yes, by the way, confirmed, we do reinforce across these rivers. That kind of makes sense, but it's interesting. Set up a garrison over here. This place is becoming very, very well reinforced. As long as we can win this fight quickly, these guys are going to die. Thank you. And we move you here, and we move you here, and we move you here. Hold the phone. I just realized we were being attacked across the river, and I wasn't paying attention to that. Hang on, hang on. Move you here, and these guys are going to get surrounded and crushed. Bye. River killed them. Ha-ha! Nature wins! All right, let's go ahead and get a... You know what? A shared air force would be fine. Making our national soldiers stronger for a lot cheaper is generally going to be a good idea, I think. And let's see. If we can finish stabilizing these zones, I'll happily move my units across into the mountains and start killing these guys off. Let's roll out some extra initiatives. Let's get some extra strength. And now with my 4 national soldiers, we should be able to win the game. But obviously, it could get a little bit crazy periodically if these guys are getting out of control. We're about to finish stabilizing these last zones here, even without the extra militia. That's fine. These zones are still struggling. Tell you what, we're going to move over here and up over here. We're going to roll out initiatives and just speed this up. Actually, this place is going to be fine. So tell you what, now we're going to start moving across into the mountains and see if we can beat these guys down. And actually, I'm going to move right here. I'm going to have the most reinforcements, and I think that's going to be okay, too. Found another camp in this area. Freaking heck, they keep trying to pull a fast one on me. They really do. All right. Sneaky little hobbits is, I guess. Let's go for the combat reinforcements, and let's go for the police recruitment now, just because that still helps a little bit as far as preventing these guys from going very far. Are you going to spawn anything here now? No? You're good? Okay. Now, we go ahead and move forward with you, and move forward with you, and we launch a major initiative on the western side of the mountains across the river. I'm using the river to my advantage now. Ha-ha! Can't stop me. What else can we do? We can roll out more initiatives. Always a strong play. Let's go for the democratic transition. I think that's fine. Let's go for more dirt roads since we're going to be fighting in the remote regions pretty much from here on out. All right, so no more camps should be spawning in these areas. There's that camp. We got these 2 zones for free. Fan-flippin-tastic. I do want to prioritize elections. Why is it so dang expensive to prioritize elections? Gosh dang it. Don't even know. You have to go home, unfortunately. That is the way of things, but that's fine. We'll move you down here just so we can keep these guys contained, but because we made this maneuver, now the insurgents are stuck in these 2 areas, and there's nowhere for them to go. Let's go ahead and try to talk to them. There's no chance that they are able to say no. This means we can go ahead and start farming out the reputation we need to get the last bit of peace process and get some really good score. Hopefully they're going to be a small enough group that they can't affect my elections. I really want this zone to stabilize so I don't have to worry about a camp over here. That can still technically happen, but that would be a problem. You are banned! I am banning you like a Reddit mod, an overzealous Reddit mod. You are not allowed to participate in our political discussions anymore. Haha! Full elections, 9% chance of disaster. Thank God. I feel like with my luck, that was just like almost certainly going to be a thing, but there you go. Let's do civil support so garrisons make people a lot happier. We could go for military ink, increasing corruption, and we get money for national soldiers, but I think that's probably a big fat no. Let's get the heavy ordnance, and the rivers are back online. Excellent. This guy's going to stick around for a good long while, so to be honest, yeah, the new advisor who lets you extend these coalition soldiers does so for such a long time that I've saved a lot of reputation not even having to worry about juggling some of these coalition soldiers around. It's actually a really strong advisor, I'm not going to lie. I was kind of worried that it was going to be such a negligible difference that it still really was impossible to, you know, keep your reputation high and you'd have to just keep farming out more coalition soldiers. But no, this actually worked out. Hey, say you're sorry, all right? Always, always, always say you're sorry. It makes you a bigger man. Unless, of course, you accidentally hit the civilians with your airstrikes, in which case never say sorry. In fact, pretend it never happened in the first place. All right, we got some heavy weapons being handed in. A garrison right here is going to not only help stabilize the zone, but means that I can now move forward with another one of my units. How did you spawn here? How did you spawn here? No. How, actually, did you spawn? Meow. I want to surround and kill this guy. Difficult, but doable. I have to pull a lot of units around to do it, but this is stupid. This is really, I hate this. I hate when this happens. All right, we'll run in, nope, with the dried river. That means I need to pull everything over here in order to surround and kill off this one guy. That's just so awful. All right, I got a lot of money I'm sitting on right now. What can I do? Human terrain system, security checkpoints. Let's get another coalition soldier just so I can keep these guys out of my mountains like this guy right here. Come on, move in place. There we go, he's gone by. All right, now you move here. Now you move here, you move here, you move here, and you move probably right here for a second, but we're about to restabilize it, so we're okay. You go here just for reinforcing purposes. And now, if we win this fight quickly and force these guys to retreat back across the river, that should be the end of things, and we're going to win. I just need to airstrike my way to victory. Boom, boom, get the zone, thank you. Perfect timing, agree to a peace deal, lose no reputation. We end this with 99 reputation. Not the perfect 100 I would have liked, but very, very close. All right, and that was my first time playing the scenario, and I beat it first time on Mega Brutal. Not that much harder than it normally would be. I have to say, I think some of these new advisors actually make the game a lot easier. Yes, they come at the penalty of some money, but hey, if I can play this on Mega Brutal and win it first try, that ain't bad. That really ain't bad. I like these guys. All right, so that's the first of these official scenarios done. It's certainly quite fun. I do like that they actually changed the way that the map works. Thank you all very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If so, I would ask you to hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.